I remember the original Xbox, with games like Halo and a lot of other interesting games. Panzer Dragon Orta was a good one, very fun and enjoyable. I liked it, but coming up as a game I wish I had earlier. Hello, and once again, this is Pan the Panda from Pan Gaming, and today we descend to the bottom of the ocean to find enlightenment. We'll be reviewing Bioshock, a game developed and released by 2K Games in 2007. I had this game on Steam, and currently it goes for around $20. So let's take a dive to the bottom of the ocean and visit the City of Rapture. Going to the plot, you play Jack, a man on vacation, when he suddenly blacks out as the plane goes down around him. He comes to, finding himself in the ocean near a strange building. Inside of this strange building, he finds a submersible device which starts him on his journey down to the bottom of the ocean to a city called Rapture. Looking at the cinematics, like Half-Life, the game takes storytelling into an interactive route. However, this only reveals the minority of the plot elements. Learning the majority of the plot includes collecting audio recordings scattered throughout Rapture. Unfortunately, I didn't find any. From what I've seen, the developer put an awesome amount of work and detail into the storyline, so therefore I will be giving the storytelling an overall B ranking. Getting into the graphics as we move over one of the two blocks that connects the many sections of Rapture within the game, we can tell that the development team did take a lot of effort in crafting the small details. However, some of the textures as the statue just passed look a little bit odd on close-up. I will warn you now that this game knows exactly when and where to edge up that creepy factor. Moving to the animations, while on screen they do appear nice, you do have to get a little bit close in order to use your melee weapon effectively, which kind of diminishes the value of it. Now here we move to effects. The game itself has some pretty nice effects, and when you get this plasmid right here, there's particles that pretty much play across your entire character's body, even though you can only see it in his hands. The Big Daddies look extremely impressive, if not extremely scary at the same time. Going across the dynamic lighting, every time you zap something, a flash will emit, signifying that you zapped it, for one. For two, it makes it feel a little bit more realistic. Also, the environmental lighting here is pretty spectacular and processed quite well, as it reflects off the water. Overall, I find that they did quite well on the graphics, even though it fell a little flat in some areas. I will be giving the graphics category an overall C ranking. Moving on to the audio of the game, we go to the music. It is eerie and creepy, setting the scene for a horror-style shooter game guaranteed to give you the chills before you even start playing the actual, real middle part of the game. Taking a listen to the sounds, they're very impactful and strong. Down and dirty. Though a better job could have been done in a couple of aspects, I think they did as good of a job as they could. The ambient sound is pretty well designed, making sure to hammer home the fact that this place is crumbling around you, especially as that flaming elevator falls to the ground. Because the developer actually put some effort into developing their sound pack to make it sound at least enjoyable, I will be giving the sound category an overall B ranking. Moving on to gameplay, what makes up the heart of every single game. Looking at the level design, I will say that it's interesting to say the least. They designed an entire city and it feels like a whole city that you're standing in, underwater and everything else. Looking at our upgrades and customization, you can collect weapons and items which will allow you to survive longer within the confines of Rapture, and if you get late enough in the game, you can collect Atom, which you can use to upgrade your plasmids. Looking at the controls, they play well and are very responsive, though they leave a certain command not set to a key, so be sure to set that before playing. Now looking at the bot logic, it can be a bit on the smart side, though it leaves critical mistakes to be made which will leave it open for defeat pretty easily. And with that out of the way, the gameplay won me over and made me feel like this game was scary and fun, so I'll be giving the gameplay an overall B ranking. My final thoughts on the game are that it's scary and fun, a mix of both, and a balance as well. So therefore, I do believe that you would be able to enjoy it as much as I have. Therefore, I will be giving the game an overall B ranking. And that, my friends, wraps up another episode of Panban Gaming. If you liked it, please be sure to shoot that like button in the face, and if you hate us or love us, then please leave a comment and subscribe. Visit our webpage at SHADOWFOOT.net, and if you are at all new, you can go ahead and figure out how we got our start by visiting our Patreon page. There you can be a part of the action. And once again, this has been Pan the Panda from Panban Gaming, and I'll see you on the next one.